It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in the Bay Area, and Megan asked me to come over to help her plant a garden. Something I'm not normally fond of doing, but I figured, you know what? Why not? This is Life with Ben.
You're watching PTV.
Megan invited me over to her house so I could do some gardening with her. Of course, she's doing some filming while I tell you what's going to be happening here, even though I'm not necessarily sure what's happening here. Matt, her husband, provided me these never worn gloves before. They're day glow, so you can see them from space, but they're very nice, and they've got a good texture on them, so I'm not going to be dropping anything. I've got here a trowel. I think is this a trowel, Megan?
Yep, or a spade.
Or a spade, okay.
Yeah.
And this looks like a felt bag
Yeah.
of some kind.
Yep. Heavy duty felt. The dirt goes in there and then you plant the plants in it, like the tomatoes behind you.
Okay, I'm new to this. I've never seen this before.
So,
These are plant bags?
yeah, they're grow bags of sorts. So just so your audience knows, the soil in where we live is really, really poor. And it's very clay. It has, old screws and nails and lead paint chips in it. So we don't want to grow anything that we eat in it.
Yeah.
And it would be heinously expensive to dig it all out and put in good stuff, and we're just renters here, so we don't want to do all the work and spend the money if we're not going to actually be living here.
Okay, that makes sense.
So what our solution is to get bags like this every year, and various pots, as you can see, and we just plant different things in them.
Okay, so what do you have here already?
So we have here already over here these little guys. This is all Swiss chard, rainbow and green.
Okay.
And then we have these two are basil.
Okay.
And then these two are dill.
Okay.
And then back there in the corner where you get the most radiant heat bouncing off the walls is an Italian pepper in the big pot, and then the red one is Alex's jalapeno pepper.
Okay. And the peppers are over there because they need a lot of heat?
Peppers need really good heat to grow, and that's the warmest spot that we can put them in here because it's always windy, and because it gets afternoon sun, we figure the radiant heat from the walls is going to help bake them.
Okay. And what about the black bags that are already here?
So these are 3 different kinds of cherry tomatoes.
Ooh. Okay.
That once they get a little bit bigger, we will stake and start training up to grow up instead of getting bushy. And then over here, these are chives.
Ooh, I like chives.
Yeah, chives are good. This is Laotian mint.
You can have the mint.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Mint is fine in gum. That's about it.
Yeah, and then thyme,
Okay.
English thyme. And this is peppermint down here.
Okay.
And then these are onions, which I've never grown before. I've never grown anything that actually just grows underground.
Okay, so the bulbs would be down below the dirt.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing with those, so it's an experiment for me.
All right. But
This is what we're planting. This is exciting.
Okay, this says dinosaur kale.
Yes.
You're planting kale?
Kale is delicious.
Kale!
Kale is delicious.
Kale should be outlawed.
Nope. Kale needs to be outlawed in smoothies. I'll concede to that. But kale in and of itself is delicious.
Okay.
So I have 2 little kale plants that I want to grow.
Are they going to grow in the same bag?
No, there's going to be 1 per bag.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and attempt. This is what I'm going to use?
Yep.
This is the soil.
Yep.
It says Harvest Supreme Premium Soil Amendment with 15% chicken manure.
Yeah.
I'm going to be handling manure.
Yeah, it smells poopy too, so just
You had to say that.
you should read the back though. There's other good stuff in there too.
Here.
Let's see.
Let's see. Based compost containing 15% chicken manure along with a host of fabulous organic ingredients like bat guano, worm castings, and kelp meal. This doesn't sound good at all. What are you doing to me?
You'll thank me later.
Well, for one thing, I won't thank you because I'm not going to eat the kale.
You'll eat the other things.
Well, I'll have the chives, but I won't eat the kale.
You'll eat the basil in pesto
Okay, I'll give you that.
and on margarita pizzas.
Okay, I'll give you that too. Gosh, I'm gonna have to take off my glasses. This is gonna steam up or something. Something terrible is gonna come up out of here and attack my eyes now.
A basilisk.
Oh, not even. All right, let's give this a shot. All right, good thing I'm wearing a mask.
You're gonna need to do a follow-up video once the kale actually grows. And say, look what it did, good job I did
And then one thing you can just kind of pick it up.
with your hands. Yeah.
I am not picking this up with my hands.
The whole thing.
Oh, I get it. With my hands, really?
You're wearing gloves.
This is the closest I've ever come to back guano, I think.
Have you seen the David Attenborough one where they don't tell until later what he's walking on?
No.
He's on like a mountain of pet food.
That sounds disgusting. Kind of like what this is. I've got guano on my leg.
Do you know what you're doing?
Next?
So now what you do is you kind of make a little hole in the middle. Yeah.
It keeps filling in.
I know. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take one of the kale plants and put the stem between your forefinger and your middle finger.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you tip it upside down to get it out of the pot. And then you turn it over and pop it in the hole. And then you backfill it. You fill it all around.
Oh, have you done this before?
Not that I recall, no.
Yeah, it wasn't
I'm not a gardener by any means. That looks like a planted plant of kale.
Yep. And then you do the same thing in this one.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go. There we are. Now, how long will it take for this to mature and actually grow big enough for you to enjoy?
So kale kind of grows upwards. So it's going to keep producing leaves from the center as it
Okay.
grows up, and you harvest from the bottom up. So it can get fairly tall actually. It can grow a couple feet tall.
Okay. Right now, I'll just say, remember, adventure is out there.